With relationships, I was horrible. Just horrible, like nothing. Like no emotion. Like, like your feelings are hurt. Okay. Or I did something bad. I'm like, oh, all right, whatever. There was nothing. Um, but with her, and we had our child, our first kid. It forced me to, because I was like, I'm gonna be a dad. Like, if anything that I wanted to do in this whole world is like, I wanted to be a great dad one day and protect my family and protect my kids. And there was nothing that was like, that's my number one motivation. It's always been that. Um, I've always wanted to be a dad. And me and her were great anyway. It was just we had a couple months where things weren't good, and then um, I would, because I was still playing in Arizona, and on breaks I would come and visit, or they'd come and visit, and then me and her are co-parenting, and we're trying to figure this out. And season would end, and like me and her spending a lot of time together. Got to the point where if I'm having a problem with something, I'd call her. She's having a problem with something, she'd call me, and we just talk. And it continued like that for a while until it got to the point where we were just like, why are we not together? Like, why are we not together? You're like my best friend. And, we just weren't together. And then they moved out to Arizona, and then I think my second year. And then, yeah, it was a little rocky because, we ain't lived together forever. I mean, ever. But it was the best thing that ever happened because, like, people say their significant others are best friend, but you're like, yeah, right. Like, yeah, right. No, like, she is my best friend. Like, that is my best friend. Like, Chelsea Walker is my best friend. And I know I don't need anybody else beside her. Like, I don't need anybody. Like, she's like, I like really sit here sometimes like, how did this happen? Like, not only is my wife hot, like she's really hot, but she's really cool. She's really sweet. She listens to me. She gets me. She lets me be me. Um, I can talk to her about anything. She can talk to me about anything. Like, we really are best friends. And I never thought I could have a relationship like that with somebody, like, especially a female. Like, definitely not. And up to that point too, especially with the abuse and stuff that has happened, it's been a really hard thing to get close to people, to really open myself up like that. And like, I'm grateful every day that she's there. You know, um,